Alright guys, well welcome back to the second day edition of the playoffs. Welcome to the cave. The cave. Well anyways, it was a crazy night in the NBA last night. We had 3 games on the schedule. And I'm going to get going. Let's see what Hawks and the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like the Hawks, I don't know. It's kind of like you push one domino and all the other dominoes fall all over the place. And I feel like that's what happened last night. Let's look at the box score. Kyle Korver 6 for 16, but the thing you got to look at right here is 4 for 13 shooting from the 3-point arc. And about the last probably 20-30 seconds of the game, he took up 3-point shots and they all missed. But I feel like they didn't need a 3-point shot because there was about 25-26 seconds left. They could have got him for it too, made a nice defensive play, and got back the ball. But I just feel like he was forcing up three. He was throwing up threes up there like his life depended on it. And Kyle Korver, the last 2 games, he's been playing okay basketball, but 4 for 13 from 3-point, and he only had 2 shots from inside, the 3-point line. But Kyle Korver playing an okay game, but I'm not worried about Kyle Korver. I know he's going to come through eventually. And now that the series is tied up going back to Atlanta, I think this is going to be something that he's going to look back at. He's going to brush it off. The past is the past. Now it's crunch time and we're going to get back to work. Jeff Teague, he played a good game, shooting right under 50%. Kent Bazemore, man, you got to show up. You know what I mean? You're getting minutes. You got to take advantage of those minutes. You know what I mean? Show up. You got to show up. You know what I mean? If the coach believes in you and he gives you more than 20 minutes, you got to score more than, single-digit points. Get out there, buddy. DeMarre Carroll, he's been automatic in the playoffs so far, man. This guy is not playing around. He made 4 out of 5 3-point shots. He's not relying on the 3-point shot to score. He's getting inside the paint. He's getting to the line. And DeMarre Carroll is playing good basketball. A very, very underrated basketball player, by the way. Al Horford and Paul Millsap coming through again. Horford, 17 points. Millsap, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Horford, I think you should get more rebounds than 7 rebounds. You know what I mean? You're a big man on the court, and I understand that Brook Lopez out there is giving you some trouble. But really, 7 rebounds? Shout out to Al Horford. He's from Puerto Plata. Ya tú sabes, manín. Los dominicanos acabando, bobo. Move on to the Nets. Williams. D. Williams finally having a game I haven't seen since he was coach under Jerry Sloan. But good game. Look at this, huh? 13 for 25, right under 50% shooting, 35 points, 7 for 11 from behind the arc. And I think Williams, if he could keep this up, I'm going to tell you this right now. If D. Williams keeps playing like that, it's over. I think the Nets will win this in 6. And then they're going to I think they will upset the Hawks. But really, huh? 7 for 11 3-point shooting. Good game from D. Williams. And I think if he keeps this up, I'm telling you, they're going to go places. Another guy who's been playing good basketball for the last 2 months, Brook Lopez. 26 points, 10 rebounds, double-double machine for the last few games. And if he stays healthy, I think he could play like he's been playing, and I expect him to play like that the next few games because that guy is huge, and I think the Hawks are having trouble with what they can do to stop him. Joe Johnson, 5 for 16, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He got a nice line there, you know what I mean? He takes a lot of shots. He misses a lot of shots. But, hey, you miss all the shots you don't take, right? So keep shooting, Joe Johnson. You're playing good basketball. Keep playing ball. You're going to get your groove back on. Bogan Bogdanovic, I probably, murdered your last name, but you're a rookie player and you're stepping up. 15 points, 3 for 6, shooting from the 3-point arc. I think he's playing good basketball, and I'll tell you one thing, he is not scared of the spotlight. He's out there to kill, and he's not scared. Bogan, keep playing the game you're playing. I think he's playing a hell of a game. Allen Anderson, who's, he's a strange player, you know what I mean? I feel like he's one of those guys who just shows up to work, clocks in, does his duty, and then he's out. But I don't know. He's not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to label that guy. He's not really focused like I thought he was. But I mean, he scored 11 points last night. I just don't think he's really into the game as other players are. Jared Jack, 4 points last night. I think he could do better than that. I understand it was the Williams show last night, so most players did back off and let him what he got to do. Because when the player's on fire, you got to keep that fire burning and don't put it out and not put it out. Let that fire burn. So good game from the Nets, and I see this game going to 6 games. Nets winning it 4-2 if D. Williams keeps playing like the way he is. Otherwise, if he struggles and he gets inconsistent the next few games, I think Hawks take it in 6. All right, next game, the Bucks and the Bulls. My prediction last night, they're playing in Chicago. The fans are behind their back. I mean, it's going to be packed with Milwaukee fans, but I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, and I think the Bulls get past them. Yep, well, I was wrong. I was wrong about that. I thought the Bulls were going to wake up. I feel like no one on that team had any passion last night. No one wanted to play. I feel like again, I feel like they just woke up to go to work and they didn't have anything to, any motivation to play basketball. They just got on the court. Jimmy Butler, I think he's getting too cocky out there talking to those players like they're bums. You know what I mean? He's talking to those players like they're bums, like, they ain't going to retaliate. He needs to, start playing ball and stop yapping. You know what I mean? The Stayers are still alive. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 11 points, 5 for 12 shooting, but the biggest stat of the line, he had 4 blocks last night. Those long people, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Michael Carter-Williams, who else? John Henson, all those long, Chris Middleton, all those long, weird, alien-like guys. You know what I mean? They got long arms, long legs. They're just like Lanky Kong from Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? They're all long and irritating. Ilyasova, 2 for 11, 4 rebounds. That's another guy. He's a pretty tall guy, but really, bro, 2 for 11 shooting, 4 rebounds, man, that's not going to cut it. In the regular season, you were a good player. You were fearless, but I feel like the spotlight's getting to you, man. Ilyasova, you got to step it up. I know the teammates around you are stepping it up, and it's time for you to step it up because you're playing out there like a fucking wussy. Step it up, baby. Who else we got? All right, so we got Middleton, Chris Middleton, man. He's like he's another guy. He's a silent assassin. He's gonna go out there and play ball. He's not gonna talk that much, and he's not gonna go out there and play ball. 21 points, 8 for 16 shooting, 4 steals. Another big stat, 4 steals. You know what I mean? And those 4 steals were probably like the biggest steals of the game down the stretch. And Chris Middleton, I'm not worried about him. He's gonna come to play. He's not scared to play. He doesn't care who he's playing against. Jimmy Butler has been doing a lot of talking in his face, but I think Chris Middleton knows what he's doing. John Henson, another, he's just a strange, long player that you just don't know what kind of player he is. But he is still very effective, and he's out there playing ball and doing what he has to do. 8 points and 14 very big rebounds. That guy comes out of nowhere, and he will block your shot. He only had 1 block last night, but I'm saying this guy plays tremendous defense, affecting the player's shot. He wasn't affecting Paul Gasol's shot, but I'm just saying, the guards that go down the paint, he affects their shots, and I think John Henson is a prodigy to come, and he's going to be a good player. This Bucks team is going to be good next year, and I'm telling you right now, you got to watch out for this team. The Juice, O.J. Mayo, 10 points from O.J. Mayo. I don't know if it's the minutes or what it is, but O.J. Mayo needs to start putting up more points than 10 points. Paul Gasol, 25 points, 10 rebounds. I'm not worried about Paul. Just like his brother Mark, they're both gonna come to play. Sometimes, you know what I mean. They're gonna. I'm not worried about Paul Gasol. 25 points, 10 rebounds. The 2 guys that had the best percentages of the night for the Bulls were Paul Gasol and Todd Gibson. Gibson, with 12 points, a pedestrian, 12 points, not really playing up to par basketball. He's giving you what he got. You know what I mean. I'm not really worried about Todd Gibson. Now listen to this stat. Butler and Rose, 10 for 41 shooting, 33 points, 10 for 41 shooting for Butler and Rose. You know what I mean? You guys got to get those shots down. You guys are taking really ridiculous shots that are very self-centered. You know what I mean? Isolated shots. You guys really got to play team basketball. You know what I mean? This is the playoffs. This is not a regular season game, and I feel like Jimmy Butler, you are a great player, but you're treating the Bucks like bums. You keep doing that every game. They're gonna bite you in the ass in Game 7. Butler, do not treat the Bucks like bums. Stop talking shit to these players because these players are answering. And I see you in the games talking shit to these players. These players are answering. So Butler, just play basketball. Do what you're good at. And just, get the win tomorrow night. D Rose, I don't know. He looked all right last night. He had a bad start, but again, D Rose is the third and fourth quarter player. He's not really gonna show you anything in the first half. D Rose was, he turned the ball over a lot. He wasn't really playing D Rose basketball in Chicago, which surprised me. But let's see what happens next game. All right, Nikola Mirotic, one of my favorite rookies, which I think he should be Rookie of the Year, but I don't know what happened last night. Nikola, he's out here. I think he should play with more confidence. I'm tired. Nikola, I like that pump fake at the three-point line, but fuck that pump fake. Just take the shot. I feel like when you take that pump fake, that affects the shot and you miss. Just take the three-point line. You don't need to be faking three-point shots. You are 6'10". You can shoot over anybody. When you're in the air, that makes you about 7'3", 7'4". Just shoot the damn. The Bulls lost the game last night because Tony Snell had 25 minutes, 0 points. Aaron Brooks came in the game for 5 minutes, 5 points. Aaron Brooks, he needs to replace Tony Snell in this game. Give Aaron Brooks 25 minutes, and I think the Bulls will win the next game. I know, people are saying blah, 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 Aaron Brooks, but now he's a fire player, and I think he can make the difference in the Bulls for the next game. Otherwise, this series is 3-2 going back to Milwaukee, 90 miles back up the road, and the Bucks look to tie. The Bulls lose this game 88-94 to the hungry Bucks. Remember what I told you, Jimmy Butler? Portland Trail Blazers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay? Zach Randolph, 6 for 20 shooting. He had a bad shooting night, but he still managed to put on 12 points, which is not good enough. We need at least 20-25 from Zach Randolph to win. Marc Gasol, 7 for 16, shooting under 50%. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Marc Gasol running the stuff. When I love watching him play, he stands at the top of the foul line and he tells the point guards what to do. Go here, go there, set a pick, pass it back to me. Marc Gasol, he is a brain player. Marc Gasol is a good player. Good game from him. Now this is interesting right here. Courtney Lee, 8 for 11 shooting, 19 points. Calathis, 4 for 10, 12 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Bino Udrich, 5 for 10, 50% shooting, 13 points. All the guards, all the little guys are playing good basketball. Zach Randolph, you got to step up. And another guy who needs to step up is Jeff Green. You got 22 minutes out here, 7 points, 3 for 10 shooting, 5 fouls. What are you doing? Do you want to play basketball? 5 fouls? What are you doing out there, man? You got to play with some heart. I don't know if you're scared out there, but really, you got 22 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 10 shooting. Jeff Green, you got to get your shit together, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if the lights hit you or whatever, but you can't be scoring 7 points in the playoffs and think you're going to move on to the next round. We need at least 15, 20 points from you. You know what I mean? You can't be out there playing scary. If you're in the NBA, you got to play with some fire and some drive. You can't be out there playing scary. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if you're in the NBA, do not play scary. You got to have that fire and drive. Really, 22.7, 22 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 10 shooting, 5 fouls. Get with the program. The Blazers can get back in this series. Now let's move on to the Blazers. LaMarcus, 6 for 22, 18 points, 12 rebounds. Not worried about that. He's gonna come through every night. LaMarcus is gonna come through every night. Robin Lopez, 21 minutes. A PG-13, 6 points, 2 for 4 shooting, and 3 rebounds. This guy's a 7-footer. Listen to this. Robin Lopez is a 7-footer. You hear this? 6 points and 3 rebounds in 21 minutes. I obviously would rather have his brother on my team. I don't know. Robin Lopez looks like he's smoking too much LSD or weed out there, because when he's out there on the court, he got the hair, he got the bed. He just looks so surprised. Robin Lopez, I need to tell you something, all right? You need to stop hitting the bomb before you go play in these games, all right? Because this is a playoffs now. Maybe in the regular season you could hit the bong, but do not hit the bong in the playoffs, man. You can't be out here. You can't be out here in 21 minutes, 6 points and 3 rebounds. Lay the pipe down and play some basketball, all right, Robin? You're a 7-footer. Aaron Aflalo. This is very strange. I don't know what to think, because I thought he was a hard-nosed player. I thought he was a fighter type of guy. He played good for the Nuggets. Maybe it's the lights. Maybe I don't know what it is, because playing for the Nuggets is pretty easy. Nobody's watching you. And you got all the confidence in the world playing with a bunch of bumps surrounding you. So I don't know what's going on with, what's his name, Aaron Aflalo, but you got to get together. 18 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 5 shooting. Aaron Aflalo, you got to get the shit together. You know what I mean? Poland still won, but you got to get together, man. This is the playoffs. They're going to need a big game from you if they want to move on to Game 6. Well, Game 7 if you want to win the series. Aaron Aflalo, get your stuff together. Aaron Aflalo, I'm going to be real with you. You're out of here. You're not playing for Blazers anymore. Damian Lillard putting the Blazers on his back. 32 points, 12 for 23 shooting. You know what I mean? Right over 50%, 7 assists. Damian Lillard is another guy who's going to bring it every night. Lillard and LaMarcus, they're going to bring it through every night. Chris McCollum, 18 points, 8 for 12 shooting. Since Aaron Aflalo wants to take a vacation, Chris McCollum coming off the bench, 18 points, 8 for 12. Now listen to this. Maybe they didn't need Aaron Aflalo. Maybe they could have used that money for getting another power forward from the D-League or a center from the D-League because Chris McCollum is stepping up. He's stepping up. 8 for 12 shooting, 18 points. He's not scared of the spotlight. Aaron Aflalo is though. I'm just saying, you could have used that money for a bigger guy because Robin Lopez is high off his mind on the court, scoring, 6 points and 3 rebounds in 21 minutes. But guess what? There's already somebody stepping up. Leonard Mayers, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 4 fouls. He got into foul trouble, but forget about that. 13 points, 13 rebounds. And guess what? He's a 7-footer who can shoot the 3-point shot. Myers Leonard, man, am I impressed with this player stepping up because Robin Lopez is hitting the bong before the games. You know what I mean? Myers Leonard is like, you know what, Robin? I'm not going to hit the bong. This is the playoffs. You can hit the bong if you want and score your 3 points and 3 rebounds a game in 22 minutes. Myers Leonard is playing good basketball, 13 points, 13 rebounds. But can he do that every night? Because the Blazers would have lost if CJ didn't come through. And you got all the confidence in the world playing with a bunch of bumps surrounding you. So I don't know what's going on with, what's his name, Aaron Aflalo, but you got to get together. 18 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 5 shooting. Aaron Aflalo, you got to get the shit together. You know what I mean? Poland still won, but you got to get together, man. This is the playoffs. They're going to need a big game from you if they want to move on to Game 6. Well, Game 7 if you want to win the series. Aaron Aflalo, get your stuff together. Aaron Aflalo, I'm going to be real with you. You're out of here. You're not playing for Blazers anymore. Damian Lillard putting the Blazers on his back. 32 points, 12 for 23 shooting. You know what I mean? Right over 50%, 7 assists. Damian Lillard is another guy who's going to bring it every night. Lillard and LaMarcus, they're going to bring it through every night. Chris McCollum, 18 points, 8 for 12 shooting. Since Aaron Aflalo wants to take a vacation, Chris McCollum coming off the bench, 18 points, 8 for 12. Now listen to this. Maybe they didn't need Aaron Aflalo. Maybe they could have used that money for getting another power forward from the D-League or a center from the D-League because Chris McCollum is stepping up. He's stepping up. 8 for 12 shooting, 18 points. He's not scared of the spotlight. Aaron Aflalo is though. I'm just saying, you could have used that money for a bigger guy because Robin Lopez is high off his mind on the court, scoring, 6 points and 3 rebounds in 21 minutes. But guess what? There's already somebody stepping up. Leonard Mayers, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 4 fouls. He got into foul trouble, but forget about that. 13 points, 13 rebounds. And guess what? He's a 7-footer who can shoot the 3-point shot. Myers Leonard, man, am I impressed with this player stepping up because Robin Lopez is hitting the bong before the games. You know what I mean? Myers Leonard is like, you know what, Robin? I'm not going to hit the bong. This is the playoffs. You can hit the bong if you want and score your 3 points and 3 rebounds a game in 22 minutes. Myers Leonard is playing good basketball, 13 points, 13 rebounds. But can he do that every night? Because the Blazers would have lost if CJ didn't come through. Because the Blazers would have lost if CJ did not come through. And if Myers Leonard did not come through. So let's be real. Players got to step up. But can Leonard and McCollum do that every night? Because if they can do that every night, the Blazers will eventually tie it up. But, Steve Blake, I don't know what you're doing. I think Steve Blake is just collecting a check playing. You know, he's a tough guy and he's a tough player. You can't be out here fucking with him. But he's out there playing some scary basketball. I don't know what it is. I think he was 0 for 2 last night, 9 minutes, and I don't blame the coach for taking him out. You know, put him on the bench and make him an assistant coach or something. Steve Blake is out there collecting money. Wesley Matthews, man, what can you do, man? Just inspire your team and keep them going, baby. All right, so I'm gonna give you my predictions once again. Brooklyn in 6 if D. Williams and Robin can keep it consistent. Bucks and Bulls. Fuck. I think Bucks will tie it up, but maybe Jimmy Butler could shut his mouth and play basketball, and the Bulls could just take it to the second round against LeBron. But who knows what will happen? I think Bucks are gonna win the next game though. Let's see what happens now. Memphis and Grizzlies. I think Memphis takes it in Memphis. Let's be real. There's a low chance McCollum and Myers will do that again. And with Robin Lopez and Aaron Aflalo playing PG-13 basketball, I don't think the Blazers are going to move on to the next round. I think Memphis takes it in Game 5, and they will play the Warriors in the second round. And for tonight's games, we got the Dallas Mavericks against the Houston Rockets. I think Dallas wins this game. Dallas wins this game tonight. And they're going to be up, they're going to be down 2-3. Spurs and Clippers. My heart wants the Clippers to win. I'm going to be straight up. My heart wants the Clippers to win, but my brain is telling me that the Spurs are going to win in 6. And I predicted this weeks before the playoffs started. Spurs in 6. That's my brain's telling me, man. So my heart, I want the Clippers to win, but something's telling me the Spurs ain't gonna let that happen with Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. 0 for something. He missed a lot of shots the last game. Danny Green's gonna step up tonight, and I think the Spurs are gonna win, and they're gonna end up winning the series. I'm sorry, Clippers. I really want you guys to win. I want something good for Doc Rivers, but let's be real. All right, guys, and that's all I have for today. See ya from the cave.